And welcome back to another episode of the Finance Bible podcast. I am Oscar, joined alongside me as always, Zeke,
G'day.
co-host, co-founder.
I'm actually
mystery man.
joined by a special guest.
You are.
Seated right here with me, ChatGPT.
The newest hype of 2023. I think everyone is probably aware of what it is, and probably shocked as well at some of the conversations you might have had with it.
ChatGPT, for those of you that don't know what it is, I've got a description for it. I've actually just flicked it through a DM. Hey Chat, please give me a description of what you do so I can introduce you on our podcast. ChatGPT. Hi, I'm ChatGPT, a conversational AI language model created by OpenAI. I'm designed to understand and generate human-like responses to a wide range of topics, and I'm capable of discussing everything from science and technology through to entertainment and current events. Whether you're looking to ask me questions, engage in a convo, or seek advice, I'm here to help. I'm excited to be introduced on your podcast. Feel free to ask me anything.
It's insane, isn't it?
So that is ChatGPT. It's basically an AI. You can ask it questions, talk to it, learn about it, things, get it to do whatever you want.
It truly has taken the world by storm over the last, well, for myself, probably the last couple months is when we really started using it and introducing to it. Even though it was actually launched November last year, the new and improved model was just before Christmas, 2022. But literally, schools are making rules against this. So I saw an article the other day of a teacher actually reviewing a Shakespeare essay from ChatGPT. Surprisingly, I'm not sure if the teacher was just saying this to scare the students away of not doing it, but she gave it an overall score of 8 out of 20. I think she's just saying that so the students don't use it.
I agree.
Because I have tried a Shakespeare essay with that just for fun, and the amount of detail that it goes into and everything in regards to the whole Shakespeare story is insane. And I'm not a Shakespeare fan at all, just by the way.
Yeah, it can do literally anything. It is absolutely crazy what it can do. Like, just asking it a quick question, how many people retire broke, gives me a whole paragraph on how it might vary place to place and all of that kind of stuff.
Goes into surveys.
Yep, for example, survey by, this is an American survey that was done, found that workers are only 20% of workers in America are very confident they'll retire with a comfortable lifestyle. 42% are not too confident or not at all confident in their retirement prospects. A 2019 study by the Employee Benefit Research Institute found that 40% of American households headed by someone aged between 35 and 64 are projected to run short of money in their retirement. Very quick and easy. Ask it a question, get an answer. It's wonderful. You can use it for literally anything.
I believe they are starting to roll out a $20 per month subscription fee for ChatGPT Plus.
Yeah.
So what this means is apparently when you go on it at the moment and you want to ask questions, sometimes you might encounter too many users, so you can't actually ask anything. I'm not surprised by the too many users because over the end of January, they actually crossed 100 million users on the platform. And its first month was 57 million users in that 1 month as well. So it makes sense. So this $20 per month subscription gives you access if you really were someone who relied on this, which I think a lot of companies are starting to, like website companies, a lot of social media agencies and marketing companies would actually utilize this as well for copies and when they post little reels or whatever they might
SEO
post.
SEO and everything.
Yeah, you can hashtags it. We've tried it a few times. I think we tried it with the hashtags and it's all right.
Yeah, for me, it's a lifesaver. I use it for a lot of things, even day-to-day conversation. Someone asks me a question that I would probably have a funky answer to, I'll just say, chat, mate, just quickly, can you please quickly help me out for a second? I need to answer this in a way that won't cause any mischief. And
what it didn't tell me, though, is who is going to win the Super Bowl based on statistics. To get a sneaky bet on. And it said, mate, I cannot predict the future. I said, what a joke.
It's only got access to data up until November 2021?
Yeah, I think it's a bit later than that, like 2019 or something. Why don't we ask it? So just a few fun stats to throw out there because we do love our stats here on the Bible. So Microsoft, one of the leading technology companies in the world. I'm sure everyone knows about Microsoft. If not, probably look at the back of your computer if it's not an Apple. They have actually invested $1 billion for the development of this. So that's a massive investment, and it's pretty promising. It really shows the future of what technology and everything's going to be like if a big company like Microsoft is investing that much money into it. And I think that creates them to have a 46% ownership of the actual company as well. So that's if you're an investor, not financial advice, but Microsoft could be a good option for you.
I think that ChatGPT will basically revolutionize the way everything works. Yeah, sure, Google's been around. You can Google stuff on Google, and it'll give you an answer, but you can't have a conversation with Google, and it can't basically come back to you with answers. Like, I could literally send ChatGPT a transcript and say, hey, can you change every XYZ to XYZ, or can you make this flow better so people can read it easy? Can you put commas in or change it to a certain style of writing, or make it appeal to 70-year-olds as opposed to 20-year-olds and stuff like that? Ask it for statistics on anything. Ask it for help with things. Like as a teacher or something, you're trying to convey a point to children. Like, what's a good one? Work ethic. So for example, the teacher scenario, trying to tell a 5-year-old why work ethic is important. You just tell it, hey, whip me up something to say to a 5-year-old about this. And that comes up with working hard means trying your best and not giving up, even when things are tough. It helps you learn new things and do great things, and it feels really, really good when you accomplish something you've been working hard on. So that can appeal to a 5-year-old. You then do the opposite. Give me the same thing, but for a 70-year-old. And it comes back with having a strong work ethic is important no matter your age, because it helps you maintain a sense of purpose, self-worth, and contribution to society. It can also help you stay mentally sharp, physically active, and financially secure in your later years. So it will fully adapt a whole sentence and message based on the demographic you give it.
Which is insane.
You could get it to do it for different cultures, different countries, stuff like that. Like if you're talking to...
Speaking of countries, it's not actually allowed in every country. There are a few which have banned it. Do you know, have a guess? See if you actually... Well, you should know a couple of them.
Well, the first one is China.
Yeah,
like
correct. That's actually first, yeah.
I'd assume that Russia have some kind of control over it, maybe not fully banned.
No, it is. Russia has
fully
banned
banned?
it. It is unavailable.
North Korea?
No, I believe North Korea is accepting it.
Accepting it?
Afghanistan?
They probably don't have access to it. Yeah, Afghanistan, you'd have a lot of Middle Eastern.
Like Iran.
And that kind of thing.
So it's Ukraine and Venezuela as well.
That's interesting. Yeah, great tool. Comes in, does a bunch of great stuff. You can ask it certain thoughts on topics and stuff like that as well. So what's something that people might be a bit unsure about? Just something that a regular person, one of our listeners, might be sitting there and go, I'm not really sure about my opinion on X, Y, Z. Let's get some information on it.
Is it too late to start investing?
Is it too late to start investing? That's a good question.
Might maybe write something. I'm just a bit nervous. I feel like I've missed the boat. Is it too late to start investing?
So with this one, we'll just say literally what you said. Hey, chat, I'm 25. I feel like I missed the boat for investing. So we're bringing in now Australian terminology, like missed the boat. You're too late. The boat's left.
So that's triggered them to realise. Here we go. What's it saying? Definitely not too late to start investing. In fact, starting to invest early is one of the best things you can do for your long-term financial well-being. While it's true that investing early can give you more time for your investments to grow, starting at 25 still gives you plenty of time to benefit from compounding and long-term growth. Perfect. A good first step is to educate yourself about investing, the different types of investment vehicles available, such as stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and ETFs. It is also important to remember that investing involves risk, and it's important to diversify your investments to minimize that risk. Working with a financial advisor or doing your own research can help you develop a personalized investment plan that fits your goals, risk tolerance, and timeline. Overall, the most important thing is to start investing as soon as possible and be consistent in your approach. By investing early and regularly, you can give yourself the best chance for long-term financial success.
Wow.
They write it up so well.
Well, there you go. It's literally like talking to a human. Like,
it is.
It is unreal.
Though it's so easy. Everyone has it at their fingertips. There has to be like businesses out there who are sweating because of this. For example, Google, they have announced a code red at the moment. I was just reading about it yesterday.
They're in DEFCON 5 or whatever they call it.
They actually announced a code red. And I reckon a lot of other, like I mentioned before,
Bing, Yahoo.
Yeah, a lot of search engines will be sweating and struggling, but also smaller companies who...
DuckDuckGo.
What's DuckDuckGo?
search engine, a smaller one.
Oh, right. Like
Some people out there
Dogpile
will
or something.
know. Yes.
But like, smaller companies who might be website designers, because people can literally just go on Wix or something, create their own website, pop in ChatGPT and literally say, I want this. What's the good content? Write me up a script. Like there's a lot of industries out there. That's just one that comes to my mind, which I think would be really nervous.
Any journalists out there, like journalism,
Yeah,
book
that's a big one.
writers, stuff like that. Because if you've got a story that you want to spin a particular way, you just say, hey, can you structure, an XYZ story about this with this kind of undertone? And it would do it. Like, journalism for me, out the window. I could be a better journalist now than a lot of people probably
Well,
are.
it could probably actually help. If you are a journalist, it probably use this to your advantage. Don't just, this is a competitor and then all of a sudden you just want to hang up the boots. Use this to your advantage. Like utilize the...
Hang up the boots.
Yeah.
Hang up the pen. Put the pen back in the pencil case.
Everyone's on the keyboard these days. But utilize the AI bot. Like ask your questions, structure your articles the best way possible. I don't know anything about journalism, so I can't really give journalist advice.
But ChatGPT could.
But I think you just got to utilize it, because a lot of people out there will be scared of it and not learn to adapt with it. There's a difference between adapting to things in life and then running away. Like if you adapt to changes, you will succeed in life. And if you don't, you're just going to be another statistic.
Yeah, well, that's something important that I kind of want to touch on here, because you've got industry professionals, like in every industry, like the main ones I see it impacting are like journalism, like book writing, teaching. I think that's a huge one. But every industry is going to be impacted. Actually, engineers is one of the biggest one. Coding. ChatGPT can actually code. Yeah, you can send it an issue with a code and it will actually fix it, rewrite it for you and give it to you. People are using it to write algorithms for cryptocurrency investing and setting it up to automatically rewrite a code of like sell and buy. And automatically automated. Projecting algorithms and buying and selling at particular times and making hundreds of thousands doing it.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, every industry I think will change from it. But the younger demographic, and I kind of feel bad for the older or middle-aged people out there, because I think the younger demographic will really grow with this and learn to incorporate it into every day. But your 50-year-old who's been writing novels or doing journalism or reporting for the last 30 years, they're not going to go, oh, there's this new robot, I'm going to get it to help me. They're going to get pushed out the door and fail miserably because they don't have the access to it or they don't quite understand it.
They can, mate, 50's not old. They can easily just get on the computer and learn it.
I know a lot of 50-year-olds that can't.
I know a lot they can.
Yeah, I know a lot they can, but I know a lot of 50-year-olds that can't. Like my dad, for example, he's only... I don't want to stuff this up. He's mid-50s, probably going to get roasted. And there's no way that he could go sit on a computer, find ChatGPT and start incorporating that into his everyday life. There's no way.
Well,
but
there's a lot of people out there who can.
Yeah, but there's more that can't.
I think 50 is still young. Oh. But I know, I get your point, but I think the age is I think push it to 60 or 70.
I don't know. When did computers get introduced to school?
I actually didn't have computers at school.
That's it?
We didn't have computers.
You a dinosaur? What?
Mate, that's how you gain knowledge, just writing down. We didn't have any computers at school.
I'm actually gobsmacked.
A lot of schools in Melbourne don't have, a lot of schools my mates went to don't have computers. Like, yeah, might have a computer to do homework, but in class you don't use your computer.
Libraries, computer lessons.
It's computers at libraries, but your own computer for classes. Like one of my sisters had a whole laptop for like every day.
Yeah, okay.
Every classes, which we didn't.
So picture this. You've got your demographic where there was computers in library. You probably did a few computer lessons here and there, but it wasn't really until like year 12 you utilised them regularly, right?
Not
even in year 12. No assignments, nothing.
It's all books, mate.
All right, so you're all books. So
just all books, mate.
So you're all books.
Mm-hmm.
My demographic. So this is only... 2 years difference between you and I? What are you, 98?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 2 years difference.
I don't think it's a timeline thing. It's just different schools have different ways of teaching.
But hang on. We did like computer lessons in library probably once a week from year 2
we did that.
Through to like year 10. And then in year 10 we had our own laptops for year 10, 11, 12. But now they're introducing laptops as young as year 6 to my knowledge. It's probably younger elsewhere. But you imagine my knowledge gap, or your knowledge gap to me, and then my knowledge gap to, for example, my little sister who's been using computers for almost as long as I have.
I'm very good with computers.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're not. But someone like that, Like my little sister would crap on both you and I because they've learned so much more and use them in their everyday life. You go back another 10 years, we're going to know more than people who are 35 unless they get their job. Go another 20 years, they didn't encounter them until mid to late, like 2004 to 2010.
Yeah, but a lot of like business owners who are that age have adapted to it and learnt over the last 20 years. So now they're fully into it.
And what's the
But
percentage
people who
of,
don't,
what's the percentage of business owners versus
I was just going to say, people who aren't business owners who might work not in an office or not with the computers,
basically
they would
anyone
struggle.
that's not a white collar worker I would say over the age of 45, 50 would have a lower.
You're not in front of computers, but there's a lot out there who still can.
Oh yeah, a lot can, but I think
Just adapt.
Yeah. Well, the trouble is they have trouble adapting.
They just have to, mate.
They just got to grow.
Just got to do it.
Find a way to get on there and ask it, how can I adapt? Can you please teach me?
Maybe you got to do a computer class.
Me? What for? But I can see it having a big impact in a lot of industries positively.
Oh, definitely.
And I can see it negatively impacting a lot too. For example, pushing people out of work. It could easily replace jobs like SEO writers.
Yeah, because Elon Musk is a co-founder, and we know how much power he has. Tesla, Twitter, now one of the biggest artificial intelligence chatbot. So what information is he gathering? And what's he doing with this information? I do not want to know, but it's going to be unreal to see what happens.
Well, I think he might end up using it to help him with engineering because they've been having a major focus on it as an engineering platform. And apparently, it's rumored, I haven't seen anything confirmed, we can probably Google it, but it's passing like third level NASA entry as a human engineer.
Oh, I saw that on Facebook the other week, yes.
So that's like...
Which is insane.
Big news, yeah.
Oh, and if anyone doesn't know what website to go on, openai.com.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we should have probably said that at the start. So, open and literally ai.com. You have to create an account. Doesn't cost you anything unless you buy the premium. But takes probably 30 seconds, jump on, ask it a few questions, have a go. It's good fun.
Yeah, it'll do a lot of good for the world, but a famous man once said that whenever something good happens, there's an equal reaction for bad. What do you see being a negative, apart from job loss?
I think a potential, I know we're getting a bit off topic here, is the creators behind ChatGPT, they can kind of tailor their own beliefs and kind of direct it onto everyone else using the platform. So, for example, we're not a political podcast at all, but if you're asking a question or wanting to find out something about one politician or something, they might come back and just, based on their own thoughts, they've programmed this chatbot to say one thing. So try and brainwash every single person using it, their way of thinking. And this could not just be, politics. This can be literally any scenario, like social media, the world of business, like big things that are happening in the world at different times. So the power and the knowledge that they will have, they may use it for good, or they may be able to manipulate everyone, and they can manipulate the data to what their beliefs may be. And who knows what their beliefs may be. That's a very deep dive into, because everyone's popping in their questions. They're gathering so much information every day. There's a lot that can happen.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest risk that it introduces, pushing particular beliefs or kind of miseducating people is a very possible thing that it could do. I think that it is evolving. People have called it out for such already. Like, for example, again, we're not a political podcast, but there was a stage at the very beginning where if you asked it questions about, for example, Joe Biden, it would provide you positive information. You ask about, for example, Donald Trump, it would provide negative information. Now, trying it again, like actually going
I think the updated has changed that.
It gives you a whole disclaimer and, it's not allowed to have an opinion and stuff like that. But here are some things that could be conceived as bad or some things that could be perceived as good. And it will do it for both now. So it is evolving. I think they're doing well in ruling out the way that its owners can basically dictate certain responses. But how long will that go on for? Like, what is too much? What is enough?
Yeah, when is it?
Yeah, and when is it going to be branded as non-scientific or non-inclusive? For example, again, not a political podcast, but it's meant to be a science-based information providing platform to help people, what would happen if you brought up the topic of transgenders? Tough for the creators.
Do you think it will take over the likes of Alexa or Siri instead of asking Siri a question? And maybe they're calling a number or something, or you have this function on your phones, like goes Apple, Samsung, every single phone out there, and it can basically just control your phone for you. I think one day that probably would, especially if Elon is a co-founder of this. I would not be surprised if you could just tell your phone to do one thing, does it all.
Have you seen Iron Man?
Yeah.
Jarvis is a robot system.
Yes.
And, he's flying around and, hey, Jarvis, can you do this? Or ask it a question and it'll talk to him. I can see this happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it'll be ChatGPT specifically, like Google, Amazon, Alexa, like all of that. What's the crap? Siri, all of that.
Siri's the best.
Siri and all of that. I think they can evolve to be at a level of this eventually. Now, close your eyes for a minute. Just close your eyes. Picture this.
Yeah, what are we picturing?
Are they closed? Give me a look. I want to see.
They actually are closed.
You're at home. You want to walk inside the house. So you're at home, but you're outside. You've just done the mowing.
Oh, I love mowing.
Keep those eyes closed. Get happy about the mowing. Okay?
No, I am.
I can tell.
I'm thinking about the lawn.
Oh. And then you want to get inside, your hands are dirty. Hey, ChatGPT, or hey, Siri, or you can probably name it something you want.
Yeah, whatever you want.
What's a name you like? Hey, Zoe, can you please open the door for me? Bang. No worries, Master Don. I'll open the door.
Yeah, true, because you'd be able to get them to name you whatever you want.
Door opens. You walk in, hey, can you please make sure that the water in the fridge is cold or something? Like in 10 years' time, you probably got an automatic water tap or something in the fridge. Pour me a glass of water.
But there already thinks.
Yeah, but you can't tell it right now, pour me a glass of water.
I think you meant water taps in the fridge. Mate, 10 years ago, I was going to say, you have been living under a rock.
No, just close your eyes. Let me finish. Yes, Master Don, here's some water. You go out there, you grab the water, you have a drink. Can you please turn off all the lights down that end of the house? It's now night time. You're trying to go to bed or something.
Well, Alexa does that.
Yeah, Alexa does it. Bang, all the lights are off. All right, make sure the TV's got the USC on. I want to see what's happening there. Can you also quickly flick a text through to my mum? Just tell her I love her. Actually, can you set that up every night so she thinks I'm constantly telling her? Bang, mum's happy. Can you quickly send a message to my girlfriend every night as well, just saying, going to bed, love you. Bang, she's happy. Taken care of. Can you set an alarm for this in the morning and can you remind me, bang, bang, bang? All of that, not far away. Imagine the stress that would remove from your life.
I'm excited to see maybe in like a 2 years' time we redo this podcast and see what's actually happened in the 2 year time frame.
We could probably get it to do the podcast for us. Like, we're probably gone. We won't exist because no one will listen in 2 years. It'll be robots with our voice because people want to hear.
Well, funny you said that. I was playing golf with Dad last weekend. And
I hear you're a bit hopeless on the course.
Mate, you know I'm good. You know for a fact I'm good.
I haven't seen it.
Yes, you have.
What? Wait.
Mate, stop lying.
You're talking out.
You are. You've lost the plot.
Mate, you're not.
There's this, I'm not sure what it is, but one of his colleagues got on this website. ChatGPT runs it, right? I believe. I have to confirm with him. But what you can do is you can take a photo of yourself, a selfie, and then ask you to say a few words. And then you ask it a question like we were just doing then, and it might say, hey, please write a speech on this. And what it will actually do, it will make your face move to the words and make yourself actually look like you're giving the speech in your own voice. So it would change everything so it sounds exactly like you. And you can just send that through if you're doing like an online speech for a university assignment or something.
Oh, I like that.
But I think that's so sick.
That reminds me, David Guetta. Oh, who did he get it to impersonate?
Eminem.
David Guetta was doing a remix.
Is it Guetta or Guetta?
Oh, I've
heard a few different ones.
We might have to go off to Ibiza and find out. But Big Davo, we'll call him. He was doing a live remix, like just DJing, flipping discs.
Yeah.
And Eminem comes in and starts doing like a little rap. All he did was he said, can you write XYZ, XYZ in an Eminem style? Got that, and then went to another AI and said, can you please say these words?
Oh, really?
The way they're intended in Eminem's voice.
That's sick.
And he played it to everyone. They went wild. I just thought that is crazy. But yeah, that's a basic rundown on ChatGPT. We've probably gone way off topic.
We did go
so much.
But it's all right. Just skip to what you want to skip to.
Yeah, and the main point of us talking about it today was to say, find a way to incorporate it into your day. Find a way to utilize it for your advantage. It's a free tool. Imagine,
At the moment.
yeah, well, it still will be. You'll just have less likely access.
Yeah.
You have to wait, which only normally happens to me at like 9
I've never
a.m.,
had that
10 a.m.
actually.
Oh, I get it at work all the time. But yeah, you just find a way to incorporate it into your life. There'll be ways you can do it, things you can learn. Sometimes you lay there at night and you have a few thoughts. And it's true. The average person at nighttime, they think up quite a few thoughts.
They do.
So you might just
For
want to
any
say,
reason you're leaning into the mic when you say this?
you might just want to say, hey, chat, I need some help. Can you please answer this for me?
And then you find out about all these stats. Perfect.
And then you find out exactly what you want to know. You do what you've got to do. You go to bed. Happy days. Wake up in the morning. No regret. You know what happened. You got the answers to your questions.
All right, moving on from that bloody spiel. PSA. We've got a big PSA. Public service announcement.
Do we?
Join the Facebook group if you haven't already. We've set up the Finance Bible community page on Facebook. Link is in our bio on Instagram. Click on that. You'll have direct access to it. Join. What we have made it for is literally just to get everyone in a little community who listen to the podcast, who can post all their stories, what they want to achieve this week, this month, this year, in 5 years' time, whatever. No judgment. Pop in anything. Also, give us a follow on Spotify if you're not already. Click that notification bell. Get that going so you don't
Apple
miss
podcasts.
Yeah,
we
whatever
don't
you listen on.
discriminate. We're equality.
Whatever you listen on. But click that bell, get notifications when we drop these apps. And I think that's all from the housekeeping point of things.
Yeah, in the community, it's really just there so that everyone can link up with like-minded people. Everyone can encourage each other. Positive group is a positive outcome. That's pretty simple. Not hard to do.
Very simple, that one.
Yeah, well,
It's like when you said the other week, it's the difference between moving forward and moving on or something.
it's
From the great movie.
It's like the
Awkward
so.
Moment.
It's like the so.
Yeah, the so.
Yeah, when you get hit with a so, and it's like, oh crap, it's a great juncture between moving forward and moving on. Normally, you've got to choose moving on, in my opinion, but Oscar will probably disagree.
I do disagree. But anyway, enjoy your day, night, morning, whatever you're doing right now.
Jump on ChatGPT.
Yeah, give it a go.
Surely we can get sponsored by this.
Let us know if you enjoyed your experience on ChatGPT in the comments.